Okay, hello everybody. We are live. Welcome to another Storyteller stream. My name is Jan Dvorak, aka Storyteller or Storyteller CZ, as I'm known on the intrawebs. Today, we'll be looking at MeteorJS examples and upgrading them. I have a few examples that I'm managing that I actually deploy under my Galaxy account. So I'll be finding out where the heck I have the code and making sure that they are up to date with the latest Meteor version, pushing that up, making sure that they still work and all that stuff. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And if we have enough time, we might want to consider building one or two new one or at least maybe get started on it. Somewhere I have a man, it's been a while. I have somewhere a repository that's built like in multiple technologies, multiple frameworks to kind of see that people can make comparisons. So we'll be looking into that. So if you like what I'll be doing, what I'm doing in general, be sure to leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already. I'm doing this almost every Monday and almost every Friday. I am on the Meteor community dispatches, which is kind of news from Meteor and beyond. So today's going to be a lot of fun. Please let me know where you're watching from. I'm streaming on X, YouTube, and Rumble. So do let me know where you're watching from. And let me know if there's like some specific things that you would like me to look into, maybe some open source issues around Meteor that I can spend some time on, or Meteor itself. A specific example that you would like me to consider if you have some idea or anything else that comes to mind, or if you want me to react to some article, I'm open to that as well. So that's what's going to be happening. Let's start the presentation screen. Let's do an entire screen so you can see everything that I'm doing. So first things first, let me make this bigger and make this smaller. So there is the Meteor examples repositories where all the different examples are listed. Some of them are even in here as well. And some of them are tic-tac-toe, I think, has its own repository and everything. So we'll have to see where that is. So let's go here into the repo manager and let's see if I have that. Or actually, first of all, I want to make sure the ones that I host, I'll fix first. So let's go to my Galaxy account and we see simple map, simple photo. Those are kind of the old say Cordova integration. So this would be super simple and easy to fix. They're definitely on Meteor 3. Then there is the view tutorial that I have here. There I have the Salomo. Then I have a leaderboard example. And there is this is not there. These are kind of old as well, the last one. So the simple map is not going to be, it's going to be under mobile. It will be under mobile packages. That's where those two are there. And you can see I already did simple map to Meteor 3.0.rc4. And there are some other improvements there as well that sadly don't look like that have been merged. So I'll have to kind of get on the guys on their case to do that. And let's get into this. This is mobile packages. I don't think I will have that in my recently opened one. That would be surprising. So I'll have to kind of find them. Find them on my own. So mobile packages. So here we go. This is the code. We are in the update examples. So that should be, here's also the Solomo example. So we have 3 examples here that should be very quick to upgrade. Let's get the view to go to 125, which is a nice compromise between me being able to see and you guys being able to see as well. So Solomo, let's take a look at where we are with release. So let's Meteor 2.16. Okay, so it's going to be interesting. I think Solomo is a bit more complex so than the simple map and simple photo. So let's actually start from the top. Simple map. Okay, so your examples. Here we go. And simple map, if we look at the release, is 3.0 RC4. So Meteor update release 3.2.2. That's the latest one there. Let's go for that. And so that's upgraded. Let's quickly, oops, wrong. Let's quickly let's check on the dependencies over here. That one looks fine. So let's do that. Oh, I'm probably on the, need to put this here just for myself. Okay, and that's so then we do meteor npmi. Let's see, hopefully this will not be an issue. So that's updated. And let's see, do we have start? So that's just meteor, so we can just do meteor, so we can test this out. And let's see. Let me just quickly send a message here. And hello everybody again. See, we have right now 50-50 split in the audience watching on X on YouTube. So, don't forget to let me know where are you watching from, if there are any examples that you would like me to look at. And now then, let's look at this application. Well, that's the which one is this? Simple map. So that allows you, it's like a location package for Meteor. That's mostly for kind of going to Cordova, and on the web it will also do some using the browser location API. So it put me that I'm next to the zoological garden, which is off, but still relatively close as compared to, at least we are in the city limits and not somewhere in the middle of nowhere. So that works. Let's see. Fail to load resource. Okay, this is just favicon, which we don't have. We could have that, but that's a different story. So this is working just fine. And now I need to think how I did deploy these. I think I did the deploy manually. So it was Meteor deploy. So we will have to, let's check the docs. I'll scroll here to command line, CLI, deploy, and I think if I just put the simple map, simple map dot meteorapp.com. That should probably be enough. So let's get this up there. And in the meantime, guys, this is kind of request to you. Hopefully we'll have a wisdom of the crowds here. I do remember there is some sort of a example or benchmarking repository, or maybe not repository is not the word, example app, just like a repository which you can contribute to. And I would like to try to make the application that they have kind of specified there to see if I can build it easily in Meteor, which I think shouldn't be a problem, and so that we can also get it in there. So yeah, let me know if you know what I'm talking about, or if you have some idea of what if there's some sort of application like that. If not, we'll have to ask the AI to tell us what it might be. It's been a while, and I don't think I have the notes anymore. So the app is being built. If we look here on Galaxy, so we can see it has been, the image has been built, and soon it will deploy this new version, which is going to be great for all the people involved. Hello, we have more viewers on X. Hello. So the next step will be to just check MDG camera. I do believe that's going to be the same process, though we'll have to double check because we have the packages folder here. So I'm kind of wondering where does that come from? So we have latest here, it's like really old upgrades for the camera. 1.8. Oh, we shall see how that works in a moment. I think we can kind of, now Galaxy will take care of the rest. And we'll go with simple photo. That is the next one to update. So let's see, simple photo. Oops, not packages. I want release 2.16. Let's try to go up in versions to Meteor 3. Okay, this looks potentially like a symbolic link. So we'll have to update the the camera here to 1.9 version. And what we'll want is to have here the Meteor 3.0. We don't want to have any specific versions over here because that will be picked up by the version resolution. The only thing is the ISO build for Cordova. This might be a bit of a problem if I look at the, I have here camera less to CSS, which removes the need for to have the less package. So I think we might need to merge it here as well first potentially, but let's try that. Let's see if there is indeed a symbolic link in the packages folder as I was hoping. Or if not, I'll have to remake it. And no, I'll have to remake it. So I'll have to go into packages and do a source, which will be packages, and that will be the camera. There we go. Let's try the update one more time. In the meantime, let's check here the packages. That will also require just the NC update. Okay. Now it worked. So let's do the update here. Meteor npmi. Perfect. And let's start Meteor and see what's going to happen here. And in the meantime, we can prepare here the changelog version 1.9, 2025.05, and it's the 19th update package to be compatible with Meteor 3. And let's take a look on our local host. We have here a photo booth. I'll do allow. Hello there. Take photo. I'm not sure. Let's use photo. I'm not sure why it kind of did, why it put it in the wrong format. There, I will have to probably look into that. But for this example, that's all it does. It demonstrates the package. So let's jump over here. Let's actually map and camera examples updated to Meteor 3 and photo package as well. So this is becoming quite a large already pull request. So anybody from Meteor Software watching, let me know in the chat, and maybe we can get this released and all that stuff. So let's open this on GitHub. Yikes, wrong browser. Let's move it over here. So I have updated examples for Meteor 3. Also updated the photo or the camera package as well. So we'll get that sorted. But right now, since we have done that, let us deploy it so that we have that. And maybe if we have time enough, then I will probably come back here and see what we can do with the images, but one step at a time. So the simple photo deploy, simple photo.meteorapp.com. And as you could have seen, a simple app has been deployed at this point 10 minutes ago. So you can go to that simple-map.meteorapp.com and you can check it out. So live coding here with you. Let's see. And there we go. So next one, we have a bit of a bigger. Okay, so now we see that Galaxy has taken over building this. So we can jump into our Solomo app, which is a bit more complicated. It even has a settings here. I'm not sure how much of that settings there is actually real, but we shall see. Wait, we have package JSON script. We don't have a start script. That's not good. Meteor run settings.json, so that goes in there. Let's look here inside release Meteor 2.16. So what do we do, guys? We do release on the, oops, no. It should be Meteor update. Let's do that. And then we do any new versions for NPM packages. Packages we have here are Google Maps and Ionic. So there are some custom packages. Will be probably super ancient at this point, 10 years old at least. Maybe some updates, so we'll have to get into that. Okay, we are getting into the that we'll have to again put in here camera to get the latest Blaze. And we do have issue with Iron Router. Ooh. That might present a challenge, quite a big one. So first things first here. Let's go with the basics. Let's turn this on and actually see it works in Meteor 2.16. So let's do the start. And we can check in Galaxy for the Solomo for the versions. Okay, it's using the 2.16. So it should be working. So now that it's on, So this is Salomo, uses location, uses photo. Oh yeah, and what else do we have here? So you can post photo based on your current location, I believe. That was the... So it's kind of kind of taking those two things together. Here we have some of my super old ones in my old place. So okay. So there is multiple. So here you can see the picture, and if we zoom out, this is where it placed me previously. So which is also wrong on the almost other side of the Prague. I live somewhere around here. So, and when I was using this location, I was living over here. So quite a bit off, but it's manageable. So the application works. So I think we need to kind of do potentially two things here. Number one, change this into something that won't give us troubles when it comes to the map. And in order to update, we'll have to update the camera package as well. So for the camera package, that will be easy. We'll just go to packages and then do a symbolic link to our camera package. So let's see if now our meter update is going to work. I think the iron router will give us some issues, and I do recall there is a update for iron router, but I think what we might do here, so let's see. Yeah, so it's the iron router that's giving us problems. Let's see, 22222, that's fine, fine. Is there anyone on version 1? Not sure what this one is about. Okay, because it's still iron router. That one's 1. So we could probably update to that package, but also probably in order for me to prepare. And this is, super simple. Just really 2 routes. We have the index, the map, and actually, so 4 pages, camera page and list, and then we have some layout. So what we are going to, or what am I going to do is move this to flow router. That's what I'm going to do. And another part, let's see if we look here, it's just client here. And then there is a few like little super minimalistic. So I'm going to add imports here, which I have already done here. So that's already all set. No problems. In which case, I'm thinking of replacing the Google Map template, which is here the package. I'll have to check what Ionic is doing as well. Ionic CSS framework might be related to mobile. So I think instead of Google Maps, I will probably just go to simple map. And here we check, I have here a map. And then I'm using, okay, so that was just using a static map from GeoApify. I do believe we do have some, I have some settings online for that to have like that version. So static map for this probably won't work. But we'll have to check GeoApify to see maybe if they can provide the alternative while we can keep the Google map in here as well. And if you look, this is kind of, we've already done quite a bit of work. But it's definitely, you know, deprecated on many aspects. So let us get started with, let's check here the packages. And let's remove, okay, so we have the Ionic. So let's remove, why is there moment? It's actually something we can replace if we have, let's check here in the Salomo if we have any moment. It doesn't even look like we are using it for anything, so we can remove that. And we want to remove our router. I see I have insecure here, so that will be another thing I will have to look into because that's not a good practice. So we'll have to kind of look auto run. We'll have to see what's going to happen once I do insecure, remove insecure and all that stuff. We will have to probably do some, or we'll definitely have to kind of split this, I think, up a little bit more so that you know, this is like super straightforward demo, and I think I want to improve it more so that people don't get too much of bad practices, to put it lightly. So yeah, we'll do some publications. So that there are right now none. And instead of here, like the photos insert, we'll just use a method. So, which we'll put on the server. So let's actually, oh, we already have clients. So let me just do server for the future. And since we already have client, we can move these trees. Actually, no, we can't. We can move the CSS there. Oh, come on. And HTML. No worries, but we'll have to split the dev shop demo a bit more. And we want to get Austria flow router extra. That will be the one we'll be using over here. So Meteor add this. Let me double check here. If there is if we have something specific, if we have something specific for Blaze. Okay, so we don't have anything specific apparently. It's out of the box. Oops. Oh, did I? Yeah, I've added it accidentally multiple times. So just add it. And I'm going to take quick bathroom breaks, everybody, as this. So what we see here, the depths, that's so ancient. So Iron Router has been removed. We have MDG camera updated, and we have, of course, the moment has been removed. UI has been removed as well. That's also old. Good old days. And then we have the flow router extra added. So right now it's not going to work because we have all these things here. But we'll start by importing, come on, flow router. Up here. And then instead of router map, it will be flow router dot route. And then we'll start then we'll start figuring out how else things work here. So yeah, as promised, now I'll take a quick bathroom break. The same thing applies for you guys. Stand up, do some exercises. We are at the half an hour. No, that's not the slide I want. Half an hour mark. So time really to get up, stretch, and I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. I just need to figure out maybe how to better, we can maybe do like a split screen with two things. That would be nice. Okay. So what's going on X? Seems I have a lot of people watching there. So I'm not sure if I can actually see messages from X, but if you're watching on X, please let me know, maybe in the comments or something. Let's see if I can, if I'll be able to see it or not if I don't respond, like say in few minutes, then I can't, or it's just, bots watching me. Hello, AI. Hello, my fellow AI. How are you doing? Okay. Oh, you cannot see the commands down here. So let's get going with our transition. So after we define a route, we do, or after we kind of add the path, then we need to add it. So name, and I'm thinking maybe if we can do it like that. So is it action? Yes. And something I need to check in the documentation. So let's go to GitHub. Have action, which will do the render. Which we don't have here. So I'm thinking that this path is actually the name of the, so it should be this dot render. That's map. I just have it index. And now what we need is to put in the data. Should be the data hook. Data is triggered right after all resources in wait on and wait on resource hooks are ready. These hooks can be async. Yes, so data. No, data is a function, or it can be like that, function. And that will be this one. So I'm kind of confused because it's not returning anything. Let me check. We have to also find that means I have to find iron router. And check what is the actually doing here on the data part. So route, this dot render, so that's the same. On before action, let's do data. Not what I was hoping to see. Okay, here we have some sort of a guide. Good. This does not. Okay, so let's start from the beginning. Oh, here we go, data function. So it should also return so running templates with data. In the above example, item value is not defined. We could create helper on post template called title, or we can set data context for the template directly from our route function. To do that, we provide data option as a second parameter to render call. Oh, so it's on render. Wait, but there is no rendering function. Rendering function here, so that's very strange. Let's see. So this dot layout. I'm wondering maybe if it's even if it's either some sort of a shorthand. We look at the this dot route. Okay, so router dot map. So I think, yes, I think that might be, let's see, dot map. Map is not here. Maybe it was also removed in the later router dot map. Sashko, what were you thinking here? We have the template. So let me actually, for my sanity, return this here. Camera page list, and we have the layout template as a layout. So let us check. Let us go back to flow router here and see if we can find layout. Render a template using Blaze. I'm guessing this is gonna, you do this, then you kind of put first the layout, and then you put in the index. There's something called Blaze layout. So let's check the wiki one more time here. Okay, so that's the initial one. Okay, templating. Let's go with that. So we have that, and okay, so you just put in kind of the order of the templates. That's how it works here. So this does render map. Let's keep the data there as well. So flow router dot route, it's already kind of getting map with photo. And the action should be that we render the map. That's the template. No, sorry, no. So we need to actually do here, if we do this, template or view will be a layout. And the parent node is main. What? That's the opposite of what's written here. Layout, items, and params. Let's try it. Let's try it like that first and see what's going to come out of this. And let's see, wasn't there params, I think, over here as well like this? So and we need to actually import session. Like that. Now then, and this will be again layout, template map. Okay, so yeah, okay, so that's the same. That should be then the same thing. So now we do flow router dot route camera page, this dot render camera page. Okay, so that's okay. So the filling has picked it up correctly. I'm a bit queasy that it does not route, that the types don't fit in. So let's, but anyway, let's give it a try and see what's going to happen here, how many errors and all that stuff we will get. And again, guys, live check, though I'm not sure if on X you can actually write and I will be able to see. But yeah, please do leave comments. Let me know what you think and all that stuff. Cannot find package iron router. I should not have iron router anywhere anymore. Oh no, I have it over here, devshop demo.js. And router.go. So I'll have to find the equivalent of that. I'll have to find the equivalent of that over here. Oops, that's, no, that was the wrong link. I want to see the wiki. So we have path formula for, there we go. Yes, so that will be the same thing, but instead of a router, it will be flow router. And we'll import flow router from Meteor, and it's I'll just copy this. Okay, now that's running. And that's the iron router. It should be over here. Okay, let's refresh. Okay, it's going. Good start. It rendered and everything. Here we have the map. I click on the list. We have the list. Perfect. I think that's the only thing that's actually happening here. So it looks like we have successfully upgraded this. Any questions, ideas, thoughts? Because if not, then I'm going to Oh, we wanted to also do, I wanted to do the split for, to remove the insecure package. It'd be quite a challenge, so we need to kind of split things here a little bit more. I'm going to do a main on the server. But right now, I'm just going to upgrade Salomo example to Meteor 3. Also move to flow router from Iron router. I'll skip this. Let's go with the dat. So we have a checkpoint. That's the important part. So now we have a checkpoint. Now we can get going with everything else. So what we need to do right now, let's see. The collection needs to be defined both on client and on the server, so that can stay here. But what we'll need is we'll need methods, and we'll need subscriptions. So for methods, that will also be something we can define here as well. But for subscriptions, that will have to be on the server. Meteor. And then we'll do meteor.publish. It will be just photos. It will be super simple because it really is. I do believe we're just publishing everything. Yes. So just like that. And let's make sure that we actually export this as well. Not the ideal setup, but and actually, wait, we have actually Meteor if is client. That's all of this. So let's move that to the client. Why is it then? Why is it then here? Which is helpers or? I don't remember what is the correct terminology when it comes to Blaze anymore. But it should be template helpers. That's part of this. Let's just go with that. Helpers add. It's on the client. Okay, helpers.js. And we'll take everything here that's, is client and move it there. Boom. Anything looks like kind of missing a few things. So let's get that sorted. Now we can simplify things here. And here we can also actually define the methods. So meteor.methods. And let's actually see if there, so photos fine, that's fine over here. Oh, we need to actually import the photos here as well. Import photos from desktop demo, just like that. And we want to see anything there is photos insert. The image data, that's going to be an interesting thing to see. Photos insert, photo, or we have actually here, this goes into the collection. That's not a good thing to have in an example. Please don't do this like this, but yeah, it's a demo. It's a straightforward example. So we have photo data, or how is it? Image data. So image data, and then we have latitude, longitude. And we get that from here. And we have this. So we have photos insert that will be actually returned. Here we need to do check. We don't have the package yet, but we'll change that. But actually for right now, what I want to see is what is the shape of the data? This one, it looks like an object for latitude, longitude. That makes sense. Image data, I'm curious if we'll be even able to check it. Kind of if it's going to be binary or what will be happening there. So that's one thing. We'll then do the meteor.call. Let's see, how do we want to do it? Do we want to use the async one? Or we actually, that would be better because we will need to do async here because this is async. We are on the server. Yeah, let's go call async. And on success, it's going to be interesting moving to async. So photos insert, image data, and then we have latitude, longitude. And then we do catch. Apologies. And then which if we have a result, then we do the call for flow router to go in there. Hopefully I have not. Okay. So this should be like that. Okay. So that's how the new on success looks like. Oh, and we have flow router. I think this might be the same API as in the router, on the Aaron router. So we'll have to kind of see. And what we'll need is going back to router. I do believe that, if I remember correctly, we saw there that flow router. Let's go back a bit. They had something with subscriptions. So wait on hook triggers before action hook, allowing to load necessary data before rendering a template. So that's where the subscription goes to. So it should be, oh, wait. Subscriptions, subscribe. Use reactive data source inside wait on hook to make wait on rerun on reactive data changes, rapid in tracker outrun from tracker conversion object, or an array of tracker computation objects. Now the third argument on wait on is already callback. So array of trackers. Array of promises. Dynamic import. So that's quite a few things, but I think we can just put in the subscribe then. So I think this should be effectively the same. So let's do that. And that was wait on. And yeah, we just need to put it in an array. And sadly, this needs to be on, I think, on all the pages. So let's see if we have any errors starting this. Oh, we do have some errors. Yes. Oh, we should probably do that. Meteor remove auto publish and insecure. Let's do that. And this should hopefully work on the first try. Let's see, live coding on a stream. Let's see if we'll get a first try working at this working. I have my doubts. You can do bets. Okay, so let's do Ctrl-Shift-R just to be sure. Looks like the subscription almost working. It works here on the map, but it's, you can see it kind of blinks on, it blinks when we go to the list. And that's because I forgot to add the subscription there. So now that I added there we go. Let's post a photo. Let's just make it, how should we make it? Clear the hair. Let's just do something silly like that. Use photo. Ooh, something happened. We haven't got redirect. Nothing here. And we got nothing in the console. So why? Because it should have gotten, we should have gotten that in the console. So the question is why we don't have that. That is the big question. So Meteor methods, yes. I'm not importing Meteor, but by the nature of Meteor, it should hopefully not matter. It is able to get the collection. From here because it's imported. Let's try to import this file here as well in its entirety. And that would also mean figuring out maybe over here in the routes to import this file as well. So I'm thinking maybe because we have a client and server, it's started ignoring the in between. So let's post a photo, take a photo, use photo. I could move the methods only to the server, but then we lose a little bit. Oh, wait, we have duplicate declaration here. Okay. Let's try this again. And while we are actually at it, let me quickly check. Let's do the layout, no list. Let's make it a bit reasonable. Let's see, we have a card over here. Let's find that. Let's turn that into flex. Let's use some new design. We don't have that. We don't have that. Each photo. So let's do this. ID. Let's do photo list. Let's move over here, and we'll do it. Photo list. Display flex. Let's put gap at 5 pixels. And let's do photo list dot card. Let's do max width 250 pixels. There we go. That's much more, I think, much more manageable. And it does seem to have, or maybe it's just me that it has some there. And we can play better, but I think this is much nicer. They didn't have flags back in the days when this demo was done, so they are forgiven. And I just want to check here. We have the photo list, and the card has already some padding and box shadow. Interesting. Where is the card? Ooh. It must be then in the in this package for Ionic. I'm guessing that's where we look for card. We'll eventually find it. So this can be, guys, for if you're interested, kind of contributing. You can you can remove the Ionic package here and replace it with some nice looking custom designs. So Let's see if I click this. It goes almost there where it should go, so that's fine. Post photo. And we have to now debug why we don't. Here we go. Markers is not defined. So let's see what we got here. So okay, so the image data is a string, base 64. That makes sense. And then we get object that has latitude and longitude, which are doubles. Which means, so that means we have the methods working right now. There are some other issues, but what I will do, meteor add check and audit argument check, I think is the other package. So what these do, so it, or will be arguments check. Let's see, no, I don't remember the name. So let's go to atmosphere and let's do audit argument checks. So almost had it. Edit argument checks. So check is a validation functionality, and the audit arguments checks is to make sure that we don't have any function without actually the checks here. So, and here we're going to do match, which will be match dot object including, like that. Let's import it here, import check, and we also have match. Marker, we should probably do some sanitization here or whatnot. Let's take a look what it was complaining here. Marker is not defined. And then it's can set timers inside situation. So, but that's related to the markers is not defined part. Markers. Let's see. Let's run this. And let's see what we get. How is everybody doing? Let me know if you have any specific example that you would like me to work on next, upgrading or whatever. So go here to the map. Let's do this again. And the issue is marker is not set. Let's look at Meteor here in Minimongo. And let's see what we got. Marker is not set, or markers. And that's coming from maps. JS. And we have 2, 4, 6, 7. So info window content. That's there, and let's check on the latest one here. It's still there. It's exactly the same. Let's try refresh. Oh, look, we have the pictures that I've took just here. And that was, okay, so it's there, but it seems to be having an issue. See, here we go, marker is not defined. So back to our here to Meteor. Marker is defined with everything. Marker is defined with everything. So it has that information in there. Exception queue task. Look collection. I do wonder how much that is related to the issues with Google Maps. Let's just quickly see. It has complaining there about not loading async. Let's see if we can track this down. So we have template and map, which then goes into Google Map, and it expects the markers. So we go to helpers. So it goes markers, this dot photo dot find. So it should be, and selected markers is that. So that should be fine. This is working as it should. Let me just quickly check. This is actually working as well. If we get a page name, I think we should. It's very little to go on here, so it's so we have the markers. Let's see where they come in. Sub.markers. Center, that doesn't look like the things we are looking at. Google Map. Okay. So this marker already here. Paint to select marker ID. Self.markers. I'll have to maybe do a little bit more checking. So index list. So I just want to kind of double check here because before it has this some name. So index was just a map, I'm guessing was the name. So let's rename that back to map. We have list, we have camera page. I don't think we've ever opened the camera page yet because it's kind of happening there. So let's try that. Camera page. Yeah, that's not nice. map list. Let's go and remove the helpers. I have the console log. So that should be fixed and together. And I do wonder, so one thing that I'm thinking this could be, if you remember, there was, or let's go back to that. Yeah, there's the subscription and with tracker. So what the issue might be here is that this subscription like this is then not reactive. Use ready data source inside wait on hook to make wait on rerun on reactive data changes. Wrap it into tracker outrun and rerun tracker computation object or array of tracker computation objects. Nah, that doesn't sound correct, because that is related to reactive outside of the subscription itself. So I do wonder. So I think the best, or what we'll have here is, so it's insert. So where's the call? Async. And wants to go to the list on successful result, or more precisely, let's do that. I think it goes to results on success. So also let's check when we have the success. Okay, so if we don't have any, okay, so that is the from the camera. Okay, let's. Oh, well, look, that's interesting. So post a photo. Just lean so we can actually use this. And what has happened here? So this is fine. It's just, so marker is not defined. We have 8 here before we had 7. So what I think might be happening here is, and let me try this on. I think this might be, let's move this just to server. Let's see if my hunch is correct. And now it moved on success. Interesting. jump back to the map. Yes, use photo. And I'm not sure. So now I think it actually works as it's supposed to work. I'm not so sure about these errors. Let's see, helpers on success. Let's get a clean one here. Oh, nothing happens here. Interesting. Wait. No. That nothing happened, and we have 9 exceptions in queue task reference error markers is not defined. It's 9 of them, which is 3, 6, which is what we have here. So that looks like, first of all, I'm confused why trying different poses so we know. Use photo. Okay, that got added. Fine. We go to map. Okay, so this is nothing to do with Meteor, or at least not initially. This has to do something with the data being passed to let's see what where. So delete markers doc.id removed. So this one is in the Google Maps on line 87. So maps around line 87. Set map null. It's getting called as removed. We have changed what's exactly happening here. Cursor observe. So it's an issue in this library because it's super ancient. What is the Google Map thing that it's package? Export to client. So I am not exactly sure. So we have to figure it out what the author wanted to really do here. He defines Google Map object. That then calls for Google, which this is probably where we have a lot of outdated code when it relates to Google. Let's see, do we have in the HTML here? So map Google APIs. Let's see, we can probably start as a favorite in the first. Google Maps marker is deprecated. Please use Google Maps.marker advanced marker element instead. That's one thing. And we have quite a few things here. Let's see what is it? Let's check this API, how they want to. Oh, it's that loading the maps API. Use API key, load the maps JavaScript API. What do we have here? So that needs to be updated as well. Not really something that I want to. No, we want this loading tag. And loading us async callback init map. Let's see if we can at least quiet the initial warning. Okay, init map is not a function. Okay, and this is not something that we should. One here, I think we do have. Okay, so that's correct. Just maybe because I have been click. Okay, so I'm just clicking on the other stuff that it shows there. Init map is not a function. Okay, so this is what it should call once it's done loading. Do we have anything? I don't think we have anything special here for that. No, so in that case, we don't want the callback. That's just going to cause an error. And we need to update the marker to use marker.advanced marker element instead. And let's just quickly look here, migrate to advanced marker, change Google to this thing to that one. And we should be adding map ID, which I don't think we have, because we are using something very ancient. Oh, self.gmap. Well, first of all, we have these 3 of them. So replace all. This one is deprecated. So some rows might still support. It might have already been removed from 11 standard. Deprecated add listener method. Oh, it should be add event listener. That is really ancient, isn't it, guys? And that's a simple fix. And now then, for the 3 ones we have, add map ID to your map initialization code, for example, for testing purposes, if you don't have a map ID already. The question is here, what do they mean by map ID? Is it in Gmap? Is it like the element, or is this all right? Let's check here. Okay, so that did not. Cannot read properties of undefined advanced marked element. So let's add this there. To see if that fixes. Oh, this should be just like this, I think. I'll put this here. Let's double check here with our. What was there originally for that? That is for certain. This is fine. And then we had it. Okay, so it should be marker image. That's the one. And above that was marker element. Marker image. No, it's just maps. Okay, it's just maps, and let's see like this if this. Still nothing. No. Can I revert to these maps 101? So let's check what was there before this line. So it was maps.marker, just .marker. Maps dot marker. Is that correct? New Google. Okay, so I've just completely reverted it there, just added there the map ID thingy. Wait, or am I making? Okay, now I'm just made a mistake here. Come on, Kraken. Don't you die on me. Let's skip and change Google Maps marker. I was just supposed to change this one and to marker advanced marker element. And let's add it like that so it's safe. And we have another event listener here that was deprecated. Let's go back to this just for a moment. And let's see if that fixes. Okay, we have add event listener is not a function on line 13. So that might be specific. And on line 7, the sense. Okay, so that has nothing then to do. Okay, so that means that just the ID is here now, not not looking correctly. So okay, so we are stuck at the beginning. So we have two Google Maps.marker, and they want to use the Google Maps.marker advanced marker element. The method used for loading libraries depends on how your web pages loads maps JavaScript API. If your web page chooses dynamic script loading, add the markers library import. Okay, so we need to actually add those things as well. So that's why it died. Libraries marker. So and libraries marker. And now we can attempt to actually update. So before migration, Google Maps marker, blah, blah, blah. Okay, the map ID is when you actually establish the map, not in the advanced element. So map ID not here, but instead it is in maps.map. That should be somewhere at the beginning. Google Maps.info windows, Google Maps.event. Here we go, Google Maps.map. It is the element, and then we have the map options where we need to add these add it like that. And now let's replace our old markers and almost. And that is just need to find this and do this. And it still does not like it. Okay, I have a question here. What am I using for the streaming? This is StreamYard. So that's what I'm using in the background. Okay, so we do have a marker here, but that's kind of useless if we don't see anything in the background. Unknown property icon of advanced marker element. And we have some other issues, which means okay. Which means I'm kind of reverting as much as possible, or reverting back to what used to be, because that works. I would have to kind of dive even deeper and into the Google code here, which I don't want at this point, because that is not point of the stream. I think we wasted enough time on this. We did fix and quite a few things here. So Salomo example upgrade. So let's push it up. Meteor deploy Salomo meteorapp.com. I am going to now close a bit of my windows so that we kind of get, yeah, so we have Salomo. And we'll get that deployed. As we get that deployed, let's see, simple photo, simple map. And do we have Salomo here? Oops, no. Salomo, no. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to propose a edit for our simple photo 322, and it's May 19th. Simple map, and I'm also going to do here Salomo. Not sure. Salomo examples. Salomo, I think that's the one. Example using MDG location and MDG camera packages to place images on a map. So those are the 3 examples that we have updated here. Still, they have still a long way to go, especially I think in Salomo, we could potentially really get advanced, but let's do these update mobile examples. I do have the right to commit directly, and I'll do it because it's just updating README. It's not updating any of the other examples in here. So that's that. Kind of want to update the leaderboards examples. Let me check here. And it has its own repository. Latest update was Meteor 2.3 4 years ago. Yikes. We cannot let that stand. Oh, wait, let's see. Actually, do we have any pull requests here? Upgrade to 3.3. Let's see, from Jan Kuster. Let's do the review. I don't have, sadly, the merge rights, so yes, I think this stands. And okay, so we'll probably skip this because we do have already pretty good example, and I have reviewed it. And let's see, Gabriel Gruba. Let's see who else I could. Please merge. Guster, please exclude the ID file. So yeah, let's get this. So this one is not a. So let's see, closed in favor of 7. Close with the comment. Yeah, this should be already freaking merged. Guys, get your act together. This might be probably out of date anyway, so I'll close this as well to simplify things. So that's it for my contribution here. That's that. So we do have. So Salomo is updating. So you guys might be checking these things out. So I do have leaderboard example running on my side as well. So that will be something I'll have to check. So we'll see. And then I have here the Vue tutorial deployed last time 2 years ago. So that is definitely out of date. So no, not projects, not this, repositories. Let's search for Vue. Which one was mine? That's the question. Let's check. Okay, I've contributed to this one. Oh, that one is outdated. Outdated instructions. Let's see here. That does not look like the one we want. This one is from Meteor 3 View 3. But I think it's the tutorial that I have running. Let's see, maybe is it this one as well, potentially? Oh man, that's a mess. Wait, does it say deployment somewhere if it's deployed? That's the View 3. Okay, so this is the tutorial itself. And oh, this is confusing. I would really love to upgrade this. But no, this is Hexel as well, so I'm not sure. So let's actually check out Vue-tutorial. Let's check out how the app looks like. So it should be starting soon. Let's check this out, scaling up. So hopefully this will start soon. And I can, in the meantime, check also over here if I go to Meteor, if I can find the Vue tutorial. Package.json, assets code. Okay, so now this view tutorial is, that was for certain, I think maybe view meter 3. So let's check. Okay, so that's an application, so that would make sense. And links main router. Okay, so no, this is not the tutorial one. This is, I think this might be the that is the skeleton that we have there. So let's check the tutorial. Let's see what if there's maybe it's hidden here somewhere. Maybe under step 12. That might be. Let's check what the release is here. 2.13. So what I'm thinking, if I don't crash, oh no, what has happened? Let's see what's going on my computer right now is. Okay, I am back after a crash. That was unfortunate. Not sure how things are running or not running right now. And the view tutorial is still on cold start, so I'll have to probably figure out exactly where that one is going. So, but we're already over the 2 hours, and sadly, I have a work to do. So, to sum things up, I have created 3 examples. 2 of them were pretty simple. One of them was more engaged, and then we did also a bit of more upgrades on that. I think if you want to really get some super simple, easy points on contributing to open source, kind of try the waters. Taking one of these old examples and upgrading them is a great step forward. So definitely encourage that. Let me know in the comments what you would like me to work on next time. If there's like an article you want me, to react to, or there's a specific issue that you would like me to look into, all of that is, I'm open to that. So let's, just let me know if there's anything in particular. This is also a great opportunity for you to ask me to look into an issue that you might have in Meteor or somewhere else, in the Meteor ecosystem, if it's open sourced. Or if you want any help with anything, you can go to my call.com/storyteller, where you can schedule a meeting with me. I'll be happy to help you with anything in your applications, or answer any questions specific to your Meteor application or related technologies. If you are thinking if you should or should not schedule this, I would highly recommend to do so, because next month the Meteor 2 support will be ending. So especially if you want help with migrating to Meteor 3, I will be increasing my prices, because this is something I want to kind of put behind myself. So yeah, now is the time, the best time to still get some help from me at discounted prices. So go for it. And this is kind of on the last chance. And once again, you can also sponsor me on GitHub, github.com/sponsor/storyteller-cz. And that will go towards this program and towards my time spent on open source. So yeah, that's that. And I'm planning, but I'm not sure when I will be able to really get to it, to kind of rework it and make it hopefully more interesting for you. That said, that's it for this stream. Once again, github.com/sponsor/storyteller-cz. Also, by the way, if you don't have the money or don't really want to do it now, there are some affiliate links in there, which for services that I use or have used previously to my satisfaction. And if you use the affiliate links, I'll get little something out of it, and I think you might enjoy some of them. So check that out. And once again, call.com/storyteller if you need help with anything Meteor related. We'll get to that. So that's it for this stream. I'll be back. Let me check actually when I'll be back. That's a good question, because let's see. So that would be the 26th. Will I be able to do it? Probably not. I don't think I'll be able to make the podcast or the stream next week, because I do have an engagement from 6 o'clock. So I will have to leave here at 5 o'clock. So if anything, it will be a very short one, just 1 hour max. So stay tuned and kind of see what's going to happen. But on 2nd of June, I will definitely be here. So that is the situation on that. And with that, let's not get around here. Thank you for joining me today. Hope you learned something new, how to at least make quick updates, where to find examples. Maybe you learned something about new packages for Meteor. And yeah, let me know all the things that you would like me to explore in the future. So have a nice week, and I will see you, if not on Friday or Monday, then hopefully in 2 weeks latest.